Alright, so I think we need to talk a little bit about silver. Tiny bit about silver. Silver's down to $19. As of this morning, it's down 28 cents. $19.36. Gold's down $9.55, which is $1,285. So I know I talked about this the other day, you know, the short positions on top of short positions, and they're gonna have to do a lot of cleaning house, right? So I was telling the wife the other day, yeah, you know, I sold that old quadcopter on purpose. I said, man, we just need some more silver. Plain and simple. Yeah, I like having a little toy, little whatever, you know, a little quadcopter. It's fun. I enjoyed it. Sure, I'd like to have another one. But more importantly, even though I already have the amount of silver I was pretty comfortable with, why not get more because I can get more? I like silver a little bit better than I like quadcopters. So she's like, yeah, go ahead and do it. So I started thinking, all right, I actually logged into the JM Bullion website, went in there, clicked on, look at what kind of coins they had. It's like, okay, I think I know what I got here. And as soon as I did that, I said, no, it was over $20 an ounce. I said, you know, do I really want to do that? You know, do I really want to go buy some silver right now when I think we may have a price drop coming soon? I had to look over off to the right. This guy has his own septic tank business, cleaning business, and I got to get my septic tank pumped, like right now. So I wasn't sure if he was gonna be outside. I was gonna stop for a second. That's why I was like looking over, and I can't look and talk at the same time apparently. So, anyways, silver's down, you know, 1936, and I thought to myself, you know, I've seen these guys push the price way down before. As I've given you the story that when it was, you know, I got pushed out of the paper contract I was playing back when I didn't know any better in 2008 around March. Silver was 20 bucks. They pushed it down to 17, and then you know, months and months and months later, maybe it was a year later, I don't know the exact time frame, but it was somewhere between, you know, 6-8 months and a year later or so, they did another little pushing down wherever the price was at the time, which was I think around $12 or $13, and they brought it down to like 10 bucks. I mean, it was actually 9 and some change, but it went back up so fast I couldn't even react as far as going locking an order somewhere and buy some silver. But when I did do it, my buddy and I, Frank, at work, we bought some Silver Eagles when the price of silver was $10 an ounce. Again, I believe that was early 2009 when that happened, and that's when we jumped on it. So I've been able to all this time watch when they try to push it and where they can move it, and it seems like for whatever reason they never can push it back down to where the low was. So in other words, I don't think we'll see a $10 an ounce silver price, but we could see a $15 an ounce silver price, or, you know, something. And if that happens, that's why I'm holding out right now. That is the prime reason why I'm holding out right now, as a matter of fact. Because why buy? Let's just say this: what if? All right, what if they actually can push it back down to $10? Just bear with me on that, right? I know it sounds absurd, but most people don't realize the power that these guys have when they control the paper market. They can put the price anywhere they want. And as I said, if some big news is coming in the future, near future, that's gonna, no matter how hard they try, make the precious metals prices rise based on whatever event or news comes out. They have to have a starting point of a price for precious metals so that it can rise and it doesn't go too crazy. So if the price is literally $10, let's say, or 15 bucks, whatever, for silver, and gold's down to $1,100, and then this news comes out and gold shoots to $1,400, silver shoots to $30. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna say, yeah, but silver was $49 back in April or May, whatever, April, whatever, of 2011, before the big crash happened in silver and gold prices. It's only 30, big deal. Or gold, it's 1,400, so what? It was 1,900, right? The rest of us are going to say, we told you so. We knew that this is why the precious metals prices are rising now, which is also why they killed the prices prior to this happening. So that's my theory. That's the old J-Step 4 theory. But why spend $20 an ounce right now if you have the information on paper, the short positions, etc., that are pretty much saying they're pushing the price down? However, with the rule of diminishing returns, they have to have a lot more paper being pushed in order to bring the prices down just a little bit. So they're spending a ton of money to push the prices down a little bit. We were just talking about that last week, right? I did the video talking about that last week. So, as I said, I can't wait to try to get these numbers in front of me once I get the information, the data, and actually see what kind of money has basically transferred during, you know, the $20 price of silver going down to whatever it ends up at. And then we go from there. What if it only moves this is the worst of it, right? It's down today, maybe it's 1920, instead of 1930, it drops at 1920, and then starts to rise tomorrow, rise a little bit more the next day, it's back up to $20.50, 21 bucks, something like that. That tells you their huge, massive effort to move it down $1 almost, or roughly $1 in the scheme of things of when they started this little downward push. That's it. You're gonna sit back and say that's all? They can only move it $1? All that effort only gave them $1 in the price drop? Are you kidding me? Right? That's what I'm talking about, the rule of diminishing returns. And I know it's true because I've also seen the Citigroup. They used to have a certain number of what was it, about I don't even know the number, to tell you the truth, but it was something like, oh, they had, you know, $1 billion in the basically the precious metals market, of course, paper market. So that was their version of dealing with short positions. And all of a sudden, and this was probably a year and a half ago, easily. Maybe it was 2012, sometime in 2012 for sure. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, the new numbers came out and showed that they're now into it, you know, $5 or $6 billion. And another bank, JP Morgan, whoever it was, doubled their positions, the amount of money necessary to maintain their positions. So JP Morgan doubled the amount of cash required to deal with the precious metals market. Citigroup, like, quadrupled or whatever it was, its money to deal with the precious metals market, right? So you're seeing it's costing them so much money to just deal with this market, and there has to be that point where it's too hard. They need too much money to move the market, and that's when things are probably going to go sour for them. And I do believe it's coming soon. But hey, look how long they've been able to hold out on everything else, the economy, dollar devaluation, the big news, everything, etc. And of course, I don't think they're holding out on purpose. Look around the world and see all of our plans, our plans as in the USA's plans, blowing up in our faces and not working. Egypt, Syria, now Ukraine, we lost that, right? We're just getting punched in the face and we have no answer for it. So I'm holding tight until I see the metals prices start to rise again, and whatever that price is at, that's probably when I'll buy. Take care.